Today, let's talk about a very important but very common questions which most of us have at least faced sometime in their life. Tell me about yourself. How to answer this question? This is an interview question that most of us have faced it whenever we have looked out for a job. Even before starting our career, the first job that we go to, or throughout our career, whenever there is an opportunity to look for another interview. The way you introduce yourself to the recruiter is instrumental in landing the job. We will show you how to nail the question. Let me see how does it work out. Tell me about yourself. It's a very important question, but most of us have always underestimated this question. So you know what they say. You never get a second chance to make a first impression. Isn't it true? And even though it's a bit of a glitch, but it's true. If you fail to answer the tell me about yourself interview question, the entire job interview will go downhill from there. And that's not an encouraging thought. But not to worry. Today in this session, we will talk about what this question is really about. We will also speak and show you a tried and tested formula for structuring your answer. Also, we'll try to explain you how to make your answer relevant to the position you are pursuing, and you will get to see lots of examples to inspire you. So let's start with try to learn why recruiters ask this question. There's a reason behind each and every question the interviewer asks you, and unless you know what the reason is, you are likely to fail your answer miserably. So, why do they ask, tell me about yourself? Well, there are 4 main reasons. Number 1, to smoothly start the interview without stressing you out. Number 2, to set the tone and directions for the entire interview. Reason number 3, to get a sample of your soft skill in a real life situation. And number 4, which is again very important, is to get to know you professionally. So let's start it out, starting with the last point on the list. Recruiters only know you from what you put on your resume and maybe from a brief conversation on the phone. So they want to get to know you better, mind you, through professionally, not personally. Now the way you talk and behave will give them a glimpse into your soft skill. Are you confident and calm while speaking? Do you maintain eye contact? Are you a good communicator? Can you establish rapport? These are some of the questions which help them to understand your soft skills. Your answers could also determine what questions come next. If you win the recruiter over right off the bat, your entire job interview can go pretty smoothly. Plus, of all the questions the recruiter can ask, this one seems most relaxed and yet meaningful to begin an otherwise stressful conversation. Now, as you know why the recruiter wants to ask this question, so let's move to memorize this simple bulletproof formula. You already know they're not looking for fun facts about yourself. So, here's a simple formula for answering. Tell me about yourself. Formula number 1, start with an important strength the hiring manager is looking for. You must have already seen the profile, the job requirements. So that will give you a glimpse and understanding. Formula number 2. Say how that skill and quality helped your employer in the past. Then make sure you give metrics to show your real life impact. And then definitely make sure that you explain how this new opportunity will help you grow your talent to your and the company's mutual benefit. So here's a simple example about tell me about yourself for experienced IT professional that incorporates all the elements listed in the formula that I've just shared. So one of the right example is, the question definitely will be, tell us a bit about yourself. And the answer can be, number 1, I really enjoy providing robust software solutions. Step number 2. I have led a software engineering team of 10 programmers at XYZ Solutions for 3 years. Step number 3. Our proudest moment was receiving the 2018 BOSI Awards. Before that, I worked for 2 years as software engineer at Surge Valpo. I slashed security breaches 70% by winning full employee buy-in for our principle of least privileged drive. And the last step, it's been a great run, but I'm chafing at the bit to sink my teeth in with a high-performing DevOps team like the one at Brass Lamp Development. So here the example finish, and the wrong example could be, I have always been really interested in computers. I guess for the past 9 years, now I have been a programmer, but my passion for tech started way back when I was a kid. I have always loved monkeying around with the code, but it wasn't until I moved to Arizona that I tried to make a living off. I got really into it, and I cannot imagine without doing anything on this. So here the example finished, and now let us try to assess where the problem is. In and of itself, the wrong example may not look that bad at all. In fact, it looks like what most candidates would normally say. The problem is you will never be the only candidate, and the strength of your answers will always be relative to the other candidates' answers. Plus, if it sounds like what most other candidates say, no one will even remember it. Ouch! Yes, that's the problem. So here's a pro tip for all of you. Don't ramble. Rehearse and time your answers. Have a solid ending. The worst something about you answer takes too long time and trails off into silence. So what you have to mind through? Knowing the formula isn't enough to have a good answer. The formula will only help you if you know how to make your answer relevant to the position you have been applying for. In the following section, what we'll be going to discuss now, we will discuss how to get everything right. So the step number 3 is to make your answer relevant. Here's the thing. Interviews happens after your resume has gone through a selection and shortlisting process. It means they have liked what you put there. So congratulations, you have already crossed one step. Now, if you followed our advice on how to write a resume, you already know the relevance is the key. If not, well, you have just learned it. Now it's time to make sure that what you have or you are planning to say is relevant to during your introduction. The first step involves revisiting the job offer or the job profile. Take a look and try to understand from where the job profile. For example, the job profile is for the receptionist. The receptionist is wanted and the profile says, biggest home building firm in the US seeks main office receptionist. The right application or applicant will have the ability to handle hundreds of contracts and regular customers per day, including phone, emails, and walk-ins. You must be able to triage client emails to save time of management and bring crucial requests to managerial attention quickly. And here are the list of essential duties and responsibilities mentioned clearly into the job profile. And now, on the basis of the highlighted fragment of the job profile or the job offer, we can say the employer is looking for 2 main skills. One is handling multiple clients, and number 2 is triaging calls and emails. Your tell me about yourself answer could look something like this in this case. Well, I thrive in the excitement of a fast-paced office. As a receptionist at XYZ company, I loved interacting with our 200 regular clients and managing training and travel schedules for 25 employees. Before Before that, at Mandel Well Drilling Company, I really enjoyed being the contact point for hundreds of clients' calls and visits every week. In fact, I saved 20 management hours a month by triaging calls and emails. Those were great opportunities, but I am at this point where this position at your organization would really let me talent shine. At the same time, there it could be another way also, but we consider it as a wrong way. How does it go? It could be, well, I have been a receptionist for the past 7 years and loved it. You know, interacting with all the people and taking calls and just working with people in general. I am a people person. I love the back and forth and energy. Even on my days off, I love hanging with our friends and being around family and XYZ. But what happened? Where is the difference? Even in the right example and the wrong example, in both the ways I have introduced myself, focusing on my interest. So the difference is, the first of these examples address the employer's actual needs. The second is, in the wrong one, is just a cute story that tells the recruiters nothing about the actual value you can bring to the organization. You are just telling about your personal passion, your personal interest, and what you have been doing. In a nutshell, it's not just the formula that's helpful in preparing your answer. You must see to it that what you are saying is relevant to the position you are pursuing. So with understanding of the point number 3, let's move to the point number 4, which is again very important. Practice a lot and follow good examples. Finally, you have to remember that it's not just what you say that counts, but also how you say it. The only way to deliver your answer just the way you want is to rehearse it. Use the good tell me about your examples to get inspired and then practice as much as you can. Deliver your introduction in front of your mirror, record yourself, practice with a friend. The goal is to be able to say exactly what you want, just the way you want. Remember, the way you deliver your answer will give the recruiter a glimpse into your communication skills and your interpersonal skills. And here's a bunch of simple examples to get you inspired. Notice 3 things all of those interviews tell me about yourself answers have in common. Number 1, they kick off with a key fact that fits the job. Number 2, the hit present, past and future. And number 3, which is again the most important, is they list achievements that are relevant to the position. So here are some of the key takeaways from the session. Here's all you need to remember about how to answer tell me about yourself. Number 1, recruiters want to get to know you professionally, not personally. So restrict your discussion to your professional aspect. Number 2, the way you deliver your answer counts as much as what you have to say. Number 3, introduce yourself by referencing the job needs. Learn them by reading the offer carefully and researching the company. Number 4, tell the recruiter about your past achievements and why you are excited about this opportunity. Number 5, mention the numbers in your answers. They give insight into your real life impact, your actual achievements, your actual improvements that you have done in your previous jobs. Number 6, review tell me about yourself sample answers. They will help you give the perfect answers. Write down in advance, practice well before going out. Last but not the least, practice your answer to feel confident enough to deliver it flawlessly under stress. So get ready, be ready for your next interview to be attended. Have you got more questions about how to answer tell me about yourself questions queries? Or do you need more how to introduce yourself in an interview sample question? Do you want additional job interview questions and answers samples. Please leave a comment. If you like the session, please like, share and subscribe this channel, like this video, and we will be happy to reply to your questions on the comment section.